settle down. There's a fair chance North Korea will have disarmed before this concert's over, so let's get into it. I want to start proceedings by reading a letter to our host tonight, Holly Robinson. Hey, Holly, I didn't get to tell you on the day, but your funeral was amazing. You would have loved it if only it hadn't featured you. People laughed at your funeral, Holly, laughed a lot at the stupidities of life and the wildness of it, the richness. It's always great to hear laughter at a funeral, don't you think? I mean, how can you possibly celebrate life and not laugh as well? And people danced at your funeral too, Holly, just like you asked. Flashpots went off and glitter was fired into the air and the pews were pushed back, and it was just like the old days of the big gig, only without the bad reviews and with more crying. Yeah, a lot of people cried at your funeral, Holly. You knew they would. You come from a show business family. And that's good too. Even if it was a bit weird seeing people like Flacco and the Sandman and Roy and HG shedding a tear. Particularly as there's very little difference between the noise Flacco makes when he's sobbing and when he's speaking. In fact, you won't believe this, Holly, but the Doug Anthony All-Stars, who got back together just for your funeral, even though they'd sworn never to be seen in the same universe together ever again, nearly lost it while they were singing Throw Your Arms Around Me. Paul was singing in his usual Angel's voice, and Tim's harmony suddenly dropped off as he choked up. And you could see Paul thinking, what the fuck is Tim doing? And Richard looked a bit panicky, and then Tim carried on as though nothing had happened, and you could just tell they were going to argue about it afterwards, and it was just like nothing had changed. Holly, believe it or not, I'm standing on the stage of the Opera House right now, about to introduce the first act in the benefit concert you were planning when you died. And it's just as you hoped. All your friends are here to perform, the Dougs, Tim Friedman, Gene Kitson, Wendy Harmer, Roy and HG, Will Anderson. In fact, if a bomb went off in this room right now, it would rip the guts out of the middle-aged satire and cabaret scene in Australia. Oh, yes. Channel 10 have come to the party, God bless them, and they've only thrown in one really obvious cross-promotional act as their part of the deal, which seems only fair. And you'll spot it. And as you wished, all the money raised from tonight's concert and telethon will go towards cancer research, to help the people who helped you, Holly. Because even though you had not one but two rare cancers, the likelihood of which is even smaller than finding weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, you know that the pain and fear you and your family went through is all too commonplace. Holly, I hope things are gentle for you now. Tonight, at your instruction, will be a little bit wonderful and a little bit daggy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome that naughty little scallywag, Paul McDermott.
Thank you! I don't know about anyone else, but I haven't done acid for 20 years, but I couldn't tell when the Wiggles were on. I was having some beautiful flashbacks there, ladies and gentlemen. That was freaking me out completely. I think it's great that we have a night here to raise money. I think charities sorely need our money, and I certainly have been giving to a charity for a long time, a charity that I really believe in. I don't know how many of you donate to this charity, but the Maybelline Foundation. I always see ads for it on television with these very thin girls with very pale faces. And at the end of the ad it always says, maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. It's Maybelline, give generously. I have a very special treat for you now, ladies and gentlemen. A man that I am proud to have worked with for a number of years. A great, hulking, potent human being. A massive monster of a man. Can you please make welcome to the stage 241 tons of fun, Mr. Mikey Robbins!
Thank you! Thank you!
Mikey Robbins, ladies and gentlemen! Hey! He's a wrestler! He's a wrestler! You're much loved. Look at you.
Look at us at the Opera House. Hey, good to see the Wiggles. Good to see the Wiggles. It was good for me to see the Wiggles.
Yeah.
I'm banned from going to their concerts. Little stage diving incident. About 10 kids in hospital. I think we scrubbed up nice. Look smart.
No, we do. Look at that.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we like the top of the gay wedding cake.
Sorry about that. Sorry for the kids. Sorry for the kids having to sing that. Apologise for the kids.
Feels good.
It does feel good. Got a bit of space for you, too. Normally the venue is a lot smaller, so they're a bit cramped on Mikey, but the Opera House gives him a bit of space to move.
That's why you can do a one-man show in a glove box. We all know why we're here. Eventually, at some stage of the night, you're going to sing that high-pitched, girly voice of yours. It's just going to every dolphin in Sydney Harbour going, oh, please stop. I will come feel
Alright, that's it. Come on, that's it. Back off. I've had enough of it, Mikey. I really have. Get it started now. Come on.
You want a piece of me?
There's more than enough to go around. We can all have a piece of it. It'll be like the bloody loaves and fishes you going around. There'll be no end to it.
I've had 5 years of this shit.
What are you pushing? Johnny McCrossen!
Together for the first time in years, and already they're bluing and bouncing, although I have to say I've often thought that bouncing would be fun to be part of.
You like a shot of it?
I'd love a shot of it, okay.
Do it in slow motion so we don't hurt her.
Hey, Julie, I'm just like a jumping castle with nipples.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is giving safe sex a whole new meaning. Ladies and gentlemen, I should say to you a very big thank you for coming here this evening and showing your support for cancer research.
What?
Yes, because...
Cancer research?
Cancer research, that's why we're here.
No, I thought it was for Tourette's syndrome.
Oh, fuck that!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is for cancer research, which means that your enthusiastic clapping of every performance will encourage all the people at home to give large quantities of money. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can see that you have a special skill in clapping and enthusiasm, so I want you to put your hands together for an icon of Australian entertainment and a young buck who's tremendously sexually attractive. Please welcome Norm Erskine and Matthew Newton. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the sort of people you can trust. Ring 1300 131 275 right now and send us money. Every penny will go to cancer research, we promise.
Yeah, make some kids happy. Hey,